left your hat on that old chair, like time forgot it sitting there. No final word, no drawn out scene, just the space where you had been. I drove past where we used to roam, the barn, the fence, the gravel road. I swear I heard your laugh out there, caught in summer's evening air. Not all goodbyes are loud or long, some drift like wind and they're gone. I'll tip my brim and take my seat at the bend where roads don't meet. Some friends don't leave with angry cries, they fade like paint beneath the skies. I hold the silence that remains, like steady drops from distant rain. If one day we cross again, may it feel just like back then. Till that hour I'll keep a place for the calm behind your face.
Found your old cane pole leaning on the shed wall. Handle cracked, the line all frayed, but I took it out anyway. Fog rolled off the water slow, felt your hand and how I throw. You'd say some patience bites best. Guess you're still right, I must confess. Oh, cane pole, quiet morn, you're still here though you've been gone. That bobber's still just like you taught, waiting calm, not losing thought. The river don't say much these days, but I hear your voice in every wave. Old cane pole, more than wood and string. Crickets chirping, coffee cold, boots soaked through in a muddy hole. Couldn't catch nothing but a breeze, still that peace brought me to my knees. Oh, cane pole, steady hand, like your words, they still stand. I don't fish to catch no prize, just to feel you by my side. Ain't no shrine, ain't no stone, but out here I'm not alone. Oh, cane pole, that's how I hold on. sun low creeping, fields going past. Your boots still ride behind my seat, scuffed and torn, still smell like weed. Radio low, but you hum along. I ain't been here, but it don't feel gone. Rear view in, talks like you, soft like dirt, and honest too. I drive, I breathe, and what you said. Not every goodbye means it's the end. That fence you built, still holding strong. I pass it slow, just humming along. Got your look in my rearview glass, shaking your head like, boy, slow down fast. I laugh a bit, but it hits the chest. There ain't no silence that don't confess. Review in, talks like you, soft like dirt, and honest too. I drive, I breathe, and what you said. Not every goodbye means it's the end. Cap blowing down the dash, sun low creeping, fields going past. We were broke but we were bold, laughing through the night so cold. Old truck, windows down, you sang loud, I drove town, and every red light felt like gold. That corner store, those tales we told. You wore my hoodie hair a mess, still look better than the rest. Back then we were fire, no rules, no plans, just desire. Talking dreams on your rooftop, didn't know time don't stop. I still see that street light glow, where we danced real slow. Yeah, back then we didn't know, but we were fire. Polaroids in your top drawer, summer nights spilled on the floor. Songs we played still in my mind, like vinyl tracks that age just fine. Now you're gone and life moved on, but the echo of us still plays on. Your laugh still haunts that song, and I hum it when then the rest. Back then we were fire, no rules, no plans, just desire. Talking dreams on your rooftop, didn't know time don't stop. I still see that street light glow, where we danced real slow. Yeah, back then we didn't know, but we were fire. Left this town when the lights were low, 2 hearts full with nowhere to go. We chased the sound of something bright, but dreams burn fast in the dead of night. I took the map, she took the flame. Now I'm here, but it's not the same. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Same old street, but it ain't home. I call her name in the midnight wind, but all I get is that ache again. Wish I'd held her, told her so. Now I walk where the fire went cold. Smoke still curls from the old cafe. Folks still nod, but they look away. They remember the boy who left with her. Now it's just ashes, nothing sure. She danced through storms, I held back rain. I chased the world and lost her name. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Same old street, but it ain't home. I call her name in the midnight wind, but all I get is that ache again. Wish I'd held her, told her so. Now I walk where the fire went cold. Fires die, but leave their glow and haunt the heart with what we know. If I could go back, take it slow. I'd never let her let me go. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Time moved on, but I still own. Her shadow falls on this old road. I'm still lost where the fire went cold. Where the fire went cold.
You left your coat on the porch light rail. I didn't ask and you didn't tell. Your truck lights faded down the drive. Guess we both knew not to fight. My coffee's cold, it's 2 a.m. Still hear your laugh in the kitchen fan. You said I'll call, but I knew you won't. Some things say more when they don't. I ain't mad, just kinda stunned, like rain that falls then skips the mud. You didn't cry, and I didn't beg, but silence spoke more than we said. Ain't my place to chase you down, ain't your style to turn around. We burn slow, but still burned out. No slamming doors, no shouting loud, just a half-full bed and a one-way night. Some good love don't end in fights, it just fades like taillights out of sight. Your boots ain't here, but the floor still creaks like they remember your weekday streaks. I reach for you when I'm half asleep. Old habits die like worn-out jeans. Maybe next time we'll talk it through, but we both know we won't do you. You left your scent on that old plaid shirt. Truth is soft when it starts to hurt. Ain't my place to chase you down, ain't your style to turn around. We burn slow but still burned out. No tears to clean, no screaming bout, just your name stuck in my mouth. No hard goodbye, no final round. sand.
They handed down a list of names like heavy coats that don't fit frames. I wore their past upon my skin, a story told, but not mine to begin. The dinner's long, the words repeat like echoes trapped in narrow streets. They say remember who you are, but I'm just tracing a faded scar. And names that weren't mine to claim, chains that bear another's name. I walk these paths they set before, but my heart beats beyond their door. They built the walls, but I break through to find a light that's fresh and true. Sunday prayers, the silent rules, the quiet towns and ancient schools. I carry ghosts I never knew, and shoes they made but never grew. There's freedom waiting past the line, beyond the weight of old design. I shed the cloak, I leave behind the names that weren't mine to find. Names that weren't mine to claim, chains that bear another's name. I walk these paths they set before, but my heart beats beyond their door. They built the walls, but I break through to find a life that's fresh and true. So if you hear the stories told, remember some won't fit the mold. We write our own, we choose our flame, no longer bound by someone's name.
Take me home, my gravel lane. Creek runs low, but sings the same. Mama's porch still leans a bit. Wind comes through like it never quit. Fenton's is rust, but holds up fine. That old barn leans like it's by design. Fields still glow in the setting sun, and I still wave at everyone. City lights were loud and far, but I missed that front yard star. Take me back where the road runs, where the dogs still bark in the daisy, where my name feels like a song, back where I belong. Church bell rings
scars ache where words once cut too deep. Old wounds linger, haunting in my sleep. Gentle rain falls soft on hardened ground, washing clean what pain has tightly bound. Humble steps I seek to right the wrong. Forgiveness blooms where hearts can still belong. Forgiveness mends like rivers smoothing stone. Frees my heart from burdens I've long known. Every grudge let go, a weight released, healing soul and mind, my inner peace. In its grace I find my strength to grow, lifting me where love can freely flow. Cold nights fade where anger used to reign. Soft light breaks through clouds of stubborn pain. Your kind eyes, once distant, now feel near, bridging years with truth so crystal clear. Holding out my hand, I set us free. Forgiveness carves a path for you and me. Forgiveness mends like rivers smoothing stone. Frees my heart from burdens I've long known. Every grudge let go, the weight released, healing soul and mind, my inner peace. In its grace I find my strength to grow, lifting me where love can freely flow. Will my heart stay open when old hurts rise again? Can I mend this thread through time's unyielding strain? Forgiveness builds a bridge where walls once stood so tall, carrying my soul beyond the fall. Forgiveness mends like rivers smoothing stone. Frees my heart from burdens I've long known. Every grudge let go, a weight released, healing soul and mind, my inner peace. In its grace I find my strength to grow, lifting me where love can freely flow.
Down by the fence where the moss grows thin, a stone lay still through loss and wind. Storms would come, then leave no stain, but it held the shape of every rain. Footsteps fade on softer ground, but weight stays where no sound's found. It never wept, it never strained, yet the stone remembered all the rain. Some things don't wash clean with time. Some truths sink deep without a sign. She left like water in a drain, but the stone still carries the rain. It saw her hand, it felt her voice.
left a note on the fridge, it's not too late. I laughed, grabbed a beer, turned on the game, sat back, wondering why I feel no shame. Since you packed, I sleep like wood. No screaming match about nothing good. Fridge is full of stuff I like. Ain't heard we need to talk all night. Turns out peace ain't overhyped. Guess I owe you thanks for leaving right. Yeah, life came back since you packed. Your yoga mat still by the back porch door. I use it now to level out the floor. No more soy milk in my sweet tea. No more don't wear boots with denim, please. If it rains, it sent you dog, the keys and half the plate. Left a note on the fridge, it's not too late. I laughed, grabbed a beer, turned on the game, sat back, wondering why I feel no shame. Now I ain't saying you were all that wrong, but I like this quiet, it's been too long. If it rains, since you packed, my truck runs fine. Ain't GPS yelling wrong turn sign. I play my songs, crank 'em loud. Don't need no candles since around. Guess heartache ain't what it's cracked. Freedom hit like a cold six-pack. Yeah, I ain't looked back since you packed. When it rains, it packs. When it rains, it cracks. When it rains, it cracks.
There's a fence behind the barn out west, built straight by hands that tried their best. Left it open, left it wide, but nothing ever grew on either side. You'd sit and talk with eyes turned low, like planting seeds that wouldn't grow. Words like water, but dry as stone. Felt like loving you alone. Some hearts won't hold the rain. Some roots don't want the ground. I gave you sun, I gave you time. Still the fence stayed bare all around. You can't force bloom from iron lines. It's just a fence that grows no vines. I painted hope in every hue, hung old wind chimes just for you. But winds pass through like empty roads.
music ever took hold. Maybe some soil just won't keep. Maybe silence grows too deep. I watched it every season through, waiting for a sign from you. Some hearts won't hold the rain. Some roots don't want the ground. I gave you sun, I gave you time. Still the fence stayed bare all around. Now I walk on with clearer signs, leaving the fence that grows no vines. Ice crunching on gravel, sunset cutting through the trees. I ain't been back down this stretch since you quit talking to me. That old fence still leaning, like the way you leaned on me. I don't blame you for leaving, but I wish you said it clean. Down that old dog road where we carved our names in pine, ain't no traffic, just my echo fading out in double time. Your jacket's still in the backseat, guess I left it there on purpose. If you ever swing back round, you see I never closed the curtains. Mama asked if I'd heard, tried to dodge her with a smile, but truth is I've been waiting at that spot near Miller's Mile. I ain't mad you moved on, and that's just how it goes, but it's quiet without your humming while I drove us home real slow. Down that old dog road where the crickets talk at night, I still sit on that same hood staring up at porch light. Your boots left a scuff on the dash, I still trace it when I'm low. Ain't about missing you now, it's just what I still don't know. Down that old dog road where we carved our names in pine, ain't no traffic, just my echo fading out in double time. Your jacket's still in the backseat, guess I left it there on purpose. If you ever swing back round, you'll see I never closed the curtains.
Sit on that front porch swing, Daddy's boots way too big for me. Mama's laugh from the kitchen screen. Even burnt toast felt like a dream. You held my hand through broken knees, taught me please and taught me leave. I never knew what I had back then, till time turned boys into men. And now your handshake pouring tea, but still you steady me. I wish I'd said it more out loud, but I hope I make you proud. Back when I was small, you stood tall, even on days we lost it all. Mama's hug could heal a storm. Daddy's talk kept my heart warm. You gave more than I could see. Now it's carved inside of me. Ain't no golden naming lights, just your love that guides my nights. I built a life 2 states away, but still call you about twice a day. Every win, every fall I take, your words are what I replay. If I ever get lost again, I'll drive straight where roads begin. Back to gravel, back to grace, where your voices fill the space. Back when I was small, you were near, even when I wouldn't hear all those lessons I dismissed. Now I'd give the world for one more kiss. You never asked for anything, still gave me everything. If I'm half the love you both have shown, I'll never walk this life alone.
Stitched between 2 quiet breaths, a fragile seam that still connects. Not words, not touch, not even tears, just time sewn tight across the years. Curtains moved though no one passed, a chair still rocked from echoes cast. And though no voices touch these walls, a thread remains that never falls. It's not the noise that speaks the most, but quiet stretch from coast to coast. Some ties don't bind through sound or fight, but through the hush that clings tonight. Yeah. You won't feel it pull or fray, yet still it holds the years at bay. Unspoken things so deeply dense, woven tight without defense. It's not the noise that speaks the most, but quiet stretch from coast to coast. Some ties don't bind not a void but a recompense. The thread that held the silent sense.
We talked like lovers, but left like strangers. The night in your car felt safe but in danger. You laughed like we had time, but we were just a phase. Another almost moment that never learned to stay. And I played it cool, but damn, I knew you were in mine. Not really, it was almost love, almost stayed. We were half a touch from going all the way. I still feel your hand when I hold a flame. Guess almost hurts more than gone away. Wore my hoodie like it meant a vow. Still folded up, but don't wear it now. You never said goodbye, just disappeared in spring. Left a silence I still hear her sing. They say if it's meant, it finds a way. But we found out and walked away. It was almost love, but almost breaks. Like a song that fades, mid-melody, no grace. You took your half, I kept my eight. Almost love still keeps me awake.
Missed that call. Pants on the chair, boots in the hall. Truck won't crank, she'll roll downhill. Coffee's cold, but I drink it still. I ain't got silver, ain't got gold, but I got warm when nights get cold. I ain't got much, but I got me. Sunset beer and a pine wood tree. No big plans, just porch light glow. Dog snoring soft and slow. She said I'd never be enough, but this old life's more than tough. Ain't rich in things you see, but I got peace, and that's free. Neighbor's kid threw me a wave. Fixes bike, now I'm brave. Mama calls, says you okay? Yeah, I smile and say made it halfway. No big wins, but no regrets. These small days are
and that's enough. Cabin years ago, faced the east to catch the glow, but something shifted in the frame. Now all it shows is just my name. No sunrise, no passing train, no children dancing in the rain, just wooden fields and painted air, a window that looks nowhere. Used to lean and dream all day, now there's not a thing to say. Glass so clear it hides the glare from a window that faced nowhere. Sometimes we build with hope so wide, but lose the world we meant to find. And silence stares like it still cares from windows that lead nowhere. Don't ask why I sit so still. It's not the glass, it's just the will. Some views you only can repair when you face what's not out there. Sometimes we build with hope so wide, but lose the world we meant to find. And silence stares like it still cares from windows that lead nowhere. Rib seat, same smell, dashboard light blanket. Came down this road to stop thinking. The church bell still chimes 8:30, past your mom's place. Guess some things wait. The high school's boarded fields all grown. Graffiti still fresh on the football stone. I slow at the curve where we used to kiss. Now it's just brake dust and what I miss. Thought growing up meant moving on, but some small towns don't know you're gone. Even this car hums in minor key, like it still remembers you and me. Yeah, that old Camry still knows where to go. Left on Main, then Memory Row. You said you'd leave, said you'd call, but the rear view stays too damn small. Radio static, but your voice cuts clear. Every mile pulls you near. Guess some ghosts don't fade with time, they just ride along in second lines. song played at the corner of Pine. Funny how heartbreak still fits the rhyme that painted the diner but kept the door where we caught forever in '04. I ain't mad you found your peace. Guess I needed this drive at least to learn not all roads lead to pain. Some just teach you how to change. Now the Camry don't run like it did, but it still knows where love once lived. The tape deck's broke, but I still sing to the sound of worn out memories. No map shows how to let you go, but these lines in blacktop know if I keep driving long enough, I'll leave behind what we call love. We call love.
First rays touch the flowing stream. Morning's light begins to gleam. Ripples catch the softest glow. Promises that gently grow. Birds arise with song so clear, bringing hope for all to hear. The water hums a quiet tune, welcoming the coming noon. Dawn at the river bend, where earth and sky both blend. Every day brings something new, paths to walk and dreams to view. Seated near the water's side, peace and calm are my guide. In this place my heart can see all the things that wait for me. With open arms I face the day, grateful for this gentle way. Dawn's soft light will lead me through, a fresh start shining true.
Woke up with rooster and a busted phone. Coffee's gone cold. I'm a green Moroskin. I put on my jeans, fit to the saber's back. It kinda had dreams, but I scaled good jack. Not a low will to hear the skirt run come, and my butt says nah, and the wrench says smile. I cherried my boots from muddy beans, cherry leg mites, hair woody beans. muddy beans. Cat dig my shit, the mill tap my hair. Now still the seed, but the chica said, my dog just stares like I'm a clown, but he don't help with the things falls down. I text his string, she just sent up, and guess she knew that this was my stay. Jagged my boots for muddy things, saying sweet words that counts a brain. The net of on trains, the bank deals fast. My ghetto dust all over my plans, and being a billions to change my stage. Dragged my boots for muddy beans. Some forge Jace, you city scenes, I whack it off and on. Lunch key were tied off the rudder's dives, but the springs of town is cold. I traded my boots for muddy beans, traded name nights for ruddy beans. The sign don't care if I dream big, it just branch on like a farmer's kid. That I got sons and fork and things, traded my boots for muddy beans. I traded my boots for muddy danes, traded sweet walls for cans of bay. Another's hands, the thing just fast, but that old boy's the horse my class. And every beast in same type of stand, traded my boots for muddy beans.
Still in that shirt you hate. Thought you moved on, guess I stayed. Phone screen bright, but no new name. Only me scrolling back in shame. Ain't no fight, just slow fade. You ain't loud, but you don't stay. I hear you laughing, that old tape. Play it back like it's fake. Some nights don't sleep, they just repeat your voice, that street where we meet. I play it cool, but my hands shake. You were the calm, now I'm the quake. Windows fog like my mind's been. Thoughts of you sneak right in. You're not mad, you just done. And I'm stuck wishing I'd run. You were the silence after rain, the reason I don't feel the same. Left your hoodie on that chair, still got your ghost in the air. Some nights don't sleep, they bleed slow. Turn the lights down, still see your glow. I breathe in deep, but don't exhale. You're still the wind inside myself.
We were quiet when the sun slipped down, boots on gravel, not a word in town. You looked away, but your hand stayed close, like we both knew this night might ghost. Tire marks where we used to park, cigarette glow in the country dark. Didn't ask and you didn't explain, 'cause some hearts just leave like rain. You blinked slow like you were saying goodbye, but your lips, they never tried. And I knew from your breathing low, you were done, but taking it slow. Same old county road, different kind of ride. Empty shotgun seat, no heat on my side. Didn't yell, didn't cry, just let it all slide like a goodbye kiss that never got tired. You didn't break me, but you left a dent. Words unspoken, but fully spent. And now I'm driving back with the silence loud. Same road, same man, just know you now. You left your sweater on the dash again. Smells like cedar and back porch wind. I don't touch it, but I don't let it go. Still ain't learned to drive on slow. Maybe love don't scream or slam. Sometimes it fades where it began. Same old county road still drives the same, but every mile whispers your name. Didn't break down, but I ain't right. Lost something more than just that night. You didn't fight, but you didn't stay. Guess goodbye comes a quiet way. And I'm just singing to the empty seat. Same damn song on this week. Same old county road still drives the same, but every mile whispers your name. Didn't break down, but I ain't right. Lost something more than just that night. You didn't fight, but you didn't stay. Guess goodbye comes a quiet way. And I'm just singing to the empty seat. Same damn song on this repeat.
Meant to drift with the morning wind, born for skies that never end. But it touched the water's face and slowly fell from grace. Carried dreams from wing and song, weightless fate that floated along. Now it rests where light can reach, far below the river's speech. Not all sorrow makes a sound, some just slip beneath the ground. Even what the angels think can sink like the fair that sang. No storm pulled it from the sky, just a stillness drifting by. Hope can drown without a plane, like a feather that sang.
bubbles on my screen today. No late night calls to drift away. You used to show up unannounced. Now all I hear is quiet sounds. Your name don't light my phone at night. Your hoodie's gone, so is your side. Feels like I dreamed us out of here, but I still feel the weight of you. There's no trace of you in this house we made. You took the light and left the shade. The drawers are clean, the bed don't move, but somehow I still lose, even with no trace of you. You blocked me on the song's green clay, deleted us like it was fake. I walk the halls like I'm a ghost in a life I used to know the most. I check the mirror just to see if I still look like me, but part of me went with your name, and I can't find it back again. There's no trace of you in this house we made. You took the light and left the shade. The drawers are clean, the bed don't move, but somehow I still lose, even with no trace of you. Some losses don't leave scars, they just take pieces of who you are. There's no trace of you, but I feel still, in the way it hurts, in how quiet it feels. You're not around, there's nothing new, but I'm still missing you, with no trace of you.
Old porch swings, but no wind blows. The fields stand tall, but no one knows. Time here breathes in different ways, marked by dust, not calendar days. Hands once calloused, now just fold. Stories pause, but aren't yet told. Cattle stare through fences torn, waiting for what's never sworn. The weight of stillness speaks so loud, heavier than thunderclouds. It's in the space no voices fill, in every step that stands too still. You don't feel it till you stay, then you can't just walk away.
the town before the dawn, with nothing but a coat half worn. No plan, no map, just open miles and silent stretch for country miles. A crow flew east, a train rolled west. I followed, neither chose to rest. The road don't care which way I lean, it only shows what's left unseen. I traveled to stay still inside and let motion break the things I hide. Each mile unwinds a thread of thought from all the noise that time has brought. I ain't chasing gold or thrill, I travel just to stay real still. Some folks ride to find a name or run from loss they cannot tame, but I just walk to meet my weight, the part of me I used to hate. A diner blinked its neon light, I passed it by, no need tonight. Sometimes a chair is just a cage, no matter if it's wood or wage. I travel to stay still inside, to let the past no longer guide. The dust, the wind, they speak no lies, just fill the gaps where ego dies. I'm not lost, I've had my fill. I move but I remain still. So if you see me on that bend, don't wave, don't ask me where it ends. The road don't end, it only bends. And I don't break, I just suspend.
Sat on that fence, boots full of dust, laughing at dreams we barely could trust. Summer rolled on with nowhere to run, just two old souls under that sun. You carved your name on that old pine, said this town's too small for dreams like mine. But I stayed back, kept fixing fence lines, while you chased stars I couldn't find. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through the grain, it feels like you're right here again. Heard you made it out west last fall, your voice still echoes through the draw. That field still holds our afternoon, where time stood still like a faded tune. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through the grain, it feels like you're right here again. I tip my hat to the sky so wide, thanking you for that wild ride. Old friend in the sunlight's glow, you're in the place where good things go. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through
porch still creaks at 9:30. Same loose board, same weathered pine. The chair rocks slow, though no one's near. But something warm still lingers here. Behind the glass, a single flame, burning low, but just the same. Through wind and storm, it always stayed a quiet vow that never swayed. The window never went dark, even when you missed the mark. Through seasons lost and highways wide, a light remained, it never died. Your boots grew warm, your path unclear. You chased a dream, then disappeared. But someone watched the sky each day, in case you turned and came this way. It wasn't hope that kept it lit, but love that doesn't ask to quit. Not every light is meant to guide. Some just wait and never hide. The window never went dark, held its glow when times were stark. Even now, with doors all closed, that light still burns, the one she chose.
Tucked behind the leaning barn, stone and moss around its arm. The rope worn thin from years gone by, yet the well never asked why. Drew the thirst of passing men, held their secrets deep within. No name card, no farewell cry, still he gave and never asked why. Some hearts hold more than they show, still waters few ever know. No praise, no gaze toward the sky like that well that never asked why. Even silence holds a song for those who've carried pain too long. And giving's grace when left alone becomes a truth carved into stone. So if you drink, then walk away. Forget the hands that let you stay. No, there's a place where love won't die in the well that never asked why. Coffee cold on the edge of the sink, sun poking through that busted blind. One mug, two chairs, but just my breath fills the air. Crumbs on the plate from her goodbye toast, note folded by the sugar jar. I ain't ready yet, but I already know she's gone like steam off the cup. Didn't slam the door, didn't say too much. Left my name in a shaky line, said don't come looking, I'll be fine. Guess love don't leave the way it came. She left cold coffee and a name. No pictures off the wall, but it's loud in here without a draw. Her jacket's gone, her boots are too, but the ghost of her still in this room. She's gone like smoke through the vent, left me wondering where the hell it went. No fights, no tears, just quiet shoes slipping out of my worn out truth. Guess some goodbyes don't need a flame. She left cold coffee and a name.
They handed down a list of names like heavy coats that don't fit frames. I wore their past upon my skin, a story told but not mine to begin. The dinner's long, the words repeat like echoes trapped in narrow streets. They say remember who you are, but I'm just tracing a faded scar. And names that weren't mine to claim, chains that bear another's name. I walk these paths they set before, but my heart beats beyond their door. They built the walls, but I break through to find a life that's fresh and true. Sunday prayers, the silent rules, the quiet towns and ancient schools. I carry ghosts I never knew, and shoes they made but never grew. There's freedom waiting past the line, beyond the weight of old design. I shed the cloak, I leave behind the names that weren't mine to find. Names that weren't mine to claim, chains that bear another's name. I walk these paths they set before, but my heart beats beyond their door. They built the walls, but I break through to find a life that's fresh and true. So if you hear the stories told, remember some won't fit the mold. We write our own, we choose our flame, no longer bound by someone's name.
sky turned soft with hues of gold. A brand new story to be told. Through darkest nights I found my way. Now comes the light of breaking day. The embers glow beneath my skin. Steady spark that won't grow dim. No storm can steal the strength I've grown. A fire burns forever, no. There's a fire in the morning light, burning fierce and shining bright. It's the hope that never fades, guiding me through all my days. I've walked through valleys cold and deep, faced the winds that made me weak. But with each dawn I rise anew, chasing dreams I'm meant to pursue. So here I stand with heart afire, fueled by strength and pure desire. The morning light will lead me home, where courage builds and fears are gone.
Old swing set still creaks in the breeze, back where we carved hearts in that old oak tree. Your name still faint where the paint chips slow, like us, just faded but never let go. Gas was cheap, time moved slow. We thought the world would never close. You had dreams past this town, I just watched them leaving as you pulled out. We were rich in days, broken since, taught forever on a front porch bench. Now I'm older, not that wise, just missing back when we had time. Back when the nights ran long, and every love song felt like ours. We didn't think, we just dove in, no fear of losing what we had then. You wore that faded flannel shirt, sun-kissed cheeks, bare feet in dirt. Wish I could pause that frame in my mind, back when we had time. I drive by that diner still, the one we snuck into on the hill. Your laugh danced off the window glass, I swear I still hear it when I pass. You moved on, I stayed here, sometimes wonder if you ever peered back at that version of you and me, where nothing hurt and love came free. We were rich in days, broken since, spoken silence made no sense. Now the clock keeps moving blind, from back when we had time. Back when the stars burned bright and morning always came to light. We didn't blink, just chase the wind, no fear of how the road might end. You held my hand, I held your trust, even storms felt just like dust. It's a ghost that never leaves my mind, back when we had time.
our shoes, but we ran like kings in June. Oh, Ford, running bad, but we laughed till we ran out of gas. Cheap beer in the back, sea cold, singing lines we barely know. No plans, just road, man, that's the best we ever wrote. You took that call, moved out west. I stayed here, cleaned up my mess. But every dusk feels the same when the radio plays your name. Back when we were broke, but we felt rich. Every night a fire, every lie a wish. Torn up jeans and a half-flat tire, but we still burn like a house on fire. Now it's bills and rings and time we owe, but I'd trade it all just to go back when we were broke. Yeah, back when we were broke. You'd light one up, I'd curse the sky, talking about dreams we'd barely try. Still hear your laugh in the wind, right where that dirt road ends. Man, we thought we'd beat the odds with two guitars and a prayer to God, but grown up hits like a stone. Now I drink just to feel less alone. Back when we were broke, but hearts were loud. No fear, no plan, just chasing clouds. $6 to our name, but we found gold. Young and dumb and 20-some years old. Now it's jobs and sleep and dreams we hide, but I still feel you on that ride. Man, take me back. Back when we were broke. We were
Mama used to hum while hanging clothes, barefoot in a yard where daisies grow. Coffee cup half full, window view. She'd smile like the sun broke through. Hands worn out from working late, but she still packed my lunch at 8. Didn't say much, didn't need to. Her silence always carried truth. I was too young to understand the weight she held with those small hands, but every stitch she sewed with grace built the man I am today. Mama's hands, they held my storms, wiped my tears and kept me warm. She never asked for thanks or fame, just prayed each night I'd turn out sane. Now I see those lines she earned, every scar, every lesson learned. Ain't no book could teach me right like her love in morning light. She clipped coupons and skipped new shoes just to keep me in clean school boots. Said, son, don't chase what fades too fast. Now I see what she meant at last. I still hear her when I fall. Get back up, you know you're strong. A whisper low but deep and clear, like she's always somewhere near. Mama's hands, they gave me roots, steered me straight in worn out boots. The world can spin and fall apart, but her love stays inside my heart. If I ever raise a kid someday, hope I do half of what she gave, 'cause the greatest thing I've ever known was Mama's strength, carved into bone, carved into bone. Mama's hands, they held my storms, wiped my tears and kept me warm. She
prayed each night I'd turn out sane. Now I see those lines she earned, every scar, every lesson learned. Ain't no book could teach me right like her love and morning light.